Today is the opening of Indigenous Faces of Wilmington at the Delaware Arts Museum. André L. Wright Jr. is the photographer behind these works of art. He explains why this exhibit is so near and dear to his heart.
I'm part Nanaco Indian, so the museum is representing my tribe. I just wanted to represent and tell the story of my tribe and other tribes as well. Engage people to talk about these stories, to let people know that these people are here in Wilmington, Delaware.
I asked André what other tribes are represented in these photos.
Everybody represents a certain tribe, from Nanaco to Aztec to Cherokee, and these are people that are from Wilmington, Delaware.
He hopes this exhibit inspires people to explore their own family's past.
We want to have people engage and open up and just learn about what your ancestors are. I had a lot of folks during this process. I had a lot of folks hit me up and just say like, "Hey, I went on Ancestry and found out who my tribe was," and I'm honored to know that.
But why is this so important?
Sometimes people, they forget the people who have been here before, especially our ancestors, our people who have sacrificed and also to have been through so much. People if people look up a book called The Forgotten Folks of Delaware, we're not here to be forgotten. This is something to be remembered, and this is why we need to have these dialogues and these conversations.
Brother Is wants these gatherings to bring all kinds of people together.
When people think about Native Americans, they need to also think about the natives of all the Americas too as well. I want them to also to recognize that these people are here today too, still. It's not something of the past, but it's of the present. So it's a beautiful diversity. If you were to come here and everybody gets to see people from different tribes, different nations, different hues, different roots, but the whole thing is that we share one thing in common, and that is Mother Earth.
Expect more events to come highlighting the indigenous people of Wilmington.
This is also going to open up other things that we have going on throughout the summer. Conversation with Will Wilson. That's going to be something beautiful that's going to be happening here in July 9th. That's going to show an in-depth story of the Natticooks and the Lenni Lenape too as the people. We're also going to have a beautiful powwow of Arts and Culture, July 23rd. That's going to be right here at the museum. Apart from that, we're going into August with the Aztec chief. We're going to have one called the Call of the Sun. And leads into September too, My Land, My Roots. And that'll be around September too as well. So look out for that. But my main thing is like this. This is not something that we're doing here just to put on a show for people. This is to tell our story and our legacy. And this is something that's going to happen consistently and with the love of all people.